Hit the button. Oh, there we go.
Boom! We are off with another episode of Booze Your Daddy, the podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Alan Snyder, here with my boy, donning a bear suit to get some nookie. It's Zach Elias. What's up, buddy?
Absolutely. Whatever gets me there.
How many times in your life have you used the word donning?
A lot. Don we now our gay apparel, or whatever it's called. Or Don we now, or something about gay apparel. I use Don a lot. I use stupid words like that. I'm the wrong one to ask because my answer's a lot. Go on, E2.
Donning/doffing 3 times a day.
Doffing? You doff 3 times a day?
Taking on, it's when I'm referring to a patient, putting things on, taking things off. It is.
I haven't doffed since 72.
Booze Your Daddy, the podcast. Tuesdays, we do it live. Saturdays, we post it later. Got a whole gaggle of episodes. If this is your first time, if this is your last time, we welcome you. Make sure you're giving us a good rating. Tell somebody about these episodes. Share them. Repost it. Comment. And remember, the next time you're on the beach in Aruba, tell somebody sitting next to you about your hat because that's where Ron Katz is right now, so he's not listening. So you're no fact checkers tonight.
Yeah, we're gonna be way off. But Ron Katz, when you listen back, how is Aruba? Because we're potentially deciding between that and Curacao. So, give us some tips. I've been to Aruba before. It's hot. I've never been to Curacao. Andrew Jones is from there.
Andrew Jones.
Andrew. It's actually Andrew. Ooh, go on.
We like when people love us, but we love when people hate us.
We sure do. So give us the hate. Send me mail.
Got a whole.
Do we have a P.O. box where they can mail angry stuff to us?
Yeah, your apartment is where our P.O. box is. Ooh. Got a great episode planned for tonight, but before we get into it, Zach, why don't you tell everybody why you are drinking?
I got more of these. 6 Point from Brooklyn, the Bengali IPA. This little guy. Yeah, it's like orange like your shirt and fruity like your shirt. But Zoe's number is number 2 in softball, which was actually partially my number until that no talent ass clown started winning rings. What are you drinking?
Georgia on my mind from the Tucker Brewing Company. I got a Georgia Red in honor of the man who is on one happy island. Notes of citrus, caramel, and honey. It is 5.4%, 35 IBU. Release a Kraken. L'chaim.
Good one. L'chaim is right.
I've been to Aruba. It is a place you go to where you beach, eat, and sleep. If you want go and relax, everybody there refers to each other by a number. Hey, it's 17. Hey, it's 34. It's how many years in a row they've been going there.
Hey, 69.
Well, there. If you've gone there 68 years in a row, good on you.
Use a shirt.
Yeah, but
I've been once when Zoe was like a baby. We did literally that. We just watched her play in the sand. I played one round of mediocre, side-swept golf. I hate when the wind goes sideways. It's a poor location of the course.
The weird part about it was when I went there, it couldn't have been less than 5 years after Natalie Holloway. And the whole time you're there, everybody is so happy, so safe. They killed that poor girl. Somebody killed that poor girl.
You live in a state where they kill that poor girl constantly.
Yeah. Take 20% off the check. I'll stay there.
But I guess it's true. Senor Frogs. We can do a little better than that.
Episode 275. Calling this one.
How we doing?
That's what you're going with?
That's how I say it. How we doing? How we doing? How are we doing? Who am I to be? Ed Koch? How am I doing?
Let me make sure I wrote this right. Yeah.
How are we doing?
I had to go for a physical last Friday.
Apparently not good.
After that breakout of hives I had 2 weeks ago where you called me out on air, and it was just one of those, every time I go to a doctor, their first question is, when was your last physical? And I'm like, 7 to 19. Yeah, it's happened. And
Bush's first term, the father.
Yeah. I wish. So when's the last time you had a physical? Okay, we have insurance. I might as well make an appointment. Okay, I fast because I need to get blood work done. I wake up actually at a normal time that day, so I was almost running late. I go for this physical. Young girl comes in, really sweet. She's a PA. First thing she says to me is,
"How we doing?
How are we doing?" I said, "Well, I'm okay. How's everything?"
She didn't say drop your pants and bend over.
She says, "Well, why are we here today?"
I said, I don't like that. She's at work where you're here.
I said,
I don't like it at all.
You're working, and I came for a physical. And we go talking more.
Listen,
and more
I
and
can't
more.
get my balls touched by him or by you. What's it gonna be?
So of course, naturally, we start talking more and more about different things. They find out I'm a physical therapist. She goes, "Oh, well, what brings us to New Jersey?" And I said,
What is that?
"Well,
She's speaking in this. What person is that?
great question. You probably haven't seen the artwork I made for this week's podcast,
Mm,
but I originally thought that she is using what would be called the royal we. And
the
do you,
proverbial
do you know what the royal we is?
royal family. It's more like the extended we, but
Right.
yeah,
So the royal we is when you and I are together
anybody.
and I speak for you. And I'm basically, well, it is meant to be like the queen is not amused, but more or less, if you're referring to somebody else's feelings
That could be the name of this podcast. The queen is not amused.
every episode.
Yeah.
So I did do some deep diving and it's not the royal we. I don't know what it actually is, but when she says like, what brought you? Wait, why did we move to New Jersey or why are we in New Jersey? I said, well, you're from here and it was cheaper here than moving to Westchester. And Zach, it got to the point where like,
Did you ask her what person this is? It's
no,
not
but
like she's
I did
talking
it
to the
enough.
third person.
She was
Fourth?
very, very sweet, very nice. She said we enough. I corrected her 3 times. That's when I realized she's not catching this or she's not finding me funny. It's
There's
the
nothing funny about it. I'm mind blown, intrigued. I might have to go to your doctor just to get. You know what she's gonna say? I'm gonna go all there. What brings you in today? And I'm gonna be so upset that she doesn't do the shtick with me. How are you doing? Can you? I will be like, oh my god, give me the wee situation. It'll kill me if she doesn't.
but it's the same thing for me when I
You
go
know
to
I'm
a
not sleeping tonight, right?
restaurant.
Staring at the ceiling trying to figure this out.
When I go to a restaurant, the waitress comes over and goes, "Doing good?" I say, "Well." They usually say, "Well, what?"
Superman's doing good.
Like, no, I can't do it, Zach. And these people aren't getting it. Is America getting dumber as a country?
This reporter says yes. Didn't we go through that last week? Oh my god.
So
Yes, they are.
she takes my blood pressure, my heart rate, my temperature. We talk. I'm a physical therapist. Oh, she knows patients. Sometimes she has back pain. Okay, cool. All right. I think I'm here to get some blood work. Oh, we don't do that here. I said, wait, you're kidding, right? She says, no. You need to go to another one of our locations. I said, what do we do? And she says, and now, furthermore, I'm waiting for the like, and Zach, I couldn't say it, but I really want to do I shaved my balls for this.
Yeah. She knows that already because they're in her hand.
Nope, nothing. So literally blood pressure, heart rate, temperature. I think she looked in my ears. She saw straight through. Nothing else happened at this physical. Would have been fantastic.
Honestly, with the equipment, I could have done that for you.
Yeah, I have the equipment. You could do it for me.
You get the blood pressure dealie?
What do you think I do for a living?
Massage men's thighs. I don't know what we do.
Oh, if I don and doff things 3 times a day, I blood pressure 16 times a day.
That's what we do.
I'm
going to do how deep of a dive did you do on the part of speech here? Like an hour?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't think I spent an hour on just about anything in my life.
All right. By tomorrow, I will have this part of speech somehow. This is going to consume me.
But this is the problem with
I love the smell of grammar in the morning.
But
Doing nuts.
This is the problem with nowadays with Googling is any idiot posts things online. And I don't know if we're going to talk about torpedo bats, but knowing that the Yankees are not the first team to use torpedo bats, I went down a deep dive. The amount of articles online that are like MIT scientist discovers Yankee first team. No, not true. Orioles had used them last year. Ketel Marte famously in 2019 after he had a great season. Like, this is not the first. The internet is wrong.
The defense is wrong.
I was going to do it too.
Yeah.
You beat me to it. So
Anyway.
that was my experience at a physical that I wasted my time. But how are we doing? And my very first patient today, as it was on my mind, he comes in and I said, "So how did we do with your No. And now this guy's looking at me like, are you okay? I said, okay, I'll tell you the whole story. And we went into it. But how
you're on the clock. You're billing him to hear that story.
Well, I usually am massaging while I'm telling these stories. People, I think some people come in because they just want to hear about my day. Like,
That's why I'm here.
feeling quirky? Let's get jerky.
Well, not for nothing. I am doing jury duty on Thursday.
Only us. Nobody gets that.
Well, it doesn't matter. Peanut. Yeah, so that's happening. Jury duty.
So excited. You know, legally, you cannot retell anything that you hear.
I'm not going to hear anything because I'm getting myself tossed. I'm going to be wearing an anarchy shirt. He's talking if I'm donning pants.
We are the Antichrist.
I might be listening to that. I gotta read a book or something. 350-pound teacher, it's a big boy, arrested for using students as stepping stools, leaving injured child walking around like an 80-year-old, according to cops. Look at that monster. Big guy.
I don't believe this story because kids are so defiant. Knowing by my nephew, you asked him to do anything, he's just like, no, make me. You can't make me. No kid.
This guy will make you. Well, by the way, that's you. He listens to a teacher.
No.
He doesn't listen to a teacher? Not his mother, a real teacher.
No, kids don't listen to teachers. Did you not watch Adolescence? That is a great representation of a teacher trying to, hey, kids, listen to this police officer, and they didn't give a shit.
That school was bedlam. I've never seen a school like this.
They were in uniforms. It was Hogwarts.
I flew to the wrong country with my best friend due to this hilarious mistake we made. Lynn and Kira something or other booked besties trip to San Jose, Costa Rica, or so they thought. They ended up flying to essentially New York, connecting LaGuardia. These two are idiots. Yes, and then they ended up in San Jose, California.
Oh, with Brett Gardner and his family.
Up. What?
That's where.
How'd they get on the flight?
Yeah, I don't get
how they get 2 seats. How did any of this happen?
I don't get it. Every time I go to the airport, you have to give a blood sample to go anywhere. I don't know how people sneak through security. I don't get how bombs go. I don't get it.
Why snorting cocaine from your key is bad for your health and home security, according to a locksmith. We don't even. How much more I need to read into this? Of course, it's bad for your health. Cokeheads who use keys to shovel the drug up the nose are not just damaging their health; they're also hurting the security of the master lock is their key. I don't know. The rest of it's stupid. More. Hot whiffing. Are you familiar with this?
No, you've been a robot for like half this podcast. Go on. What?
I'm killing it. All right. Hot whiffing is a bizarre new sex trend, but couples swear it's saving their marriage. It's when couples open up their relationship in a new trend called hot whiffing, in which the husband watches their wives sleep with other men, including their friends. That's so weird.
I saw every single article that you're talking about, and I didn't click because I said, I don't care, or this is just obvious. Every single thing you mentioned, I was like, yeah, this is just cuckolding. I don't care. I don't know. I told you know what I'd say, Jack? I don't share my French fries at dinner. I'm not sharing my wife.
I don't want either. Okay. Maybe you didn't see this one. Oh, I'll take your French fries.
Yeah, I was going to say French fries. It's delicious.
World's most famous amphibian will deliver commencement speech. You do know this one, don't you?
This is number 1 on my list.
Kermit the Frog will be giving a commencement speech at the University of, you guessed it,
Maryland, Maryland.
What the fuck is he doing?
Well, Jim Henson. He went there, and there's a statue in front of the Adele Stamp Student Union.
And Jim Henson is currently
dead.
Right. So what the fuck is the frog doing?
I still think this is kind of interesting, kind of cool. It made my list because I had this revelation about Sesame Street. As I sit with my son and we watch these puppets on TV, I always watch these shows thinking that has got to be the coolest thing ever. If you were a little kid and you got to meet Big Bird, you got to meet Kermit, you were on set, you were immortalized on TV. Oh, no.
There's a guy with a hand up his ass.
So I'm now picturing all these graduates of the 2025 class of the University of Maryland College Park. They're watching probably 2 men, one with his hand up, Kermit's hoo-ha, and the other one doing the voice because everybody here, we just want to welcome Len Bias back. Oh, not Len Bias. Lefty Drizel. Oh. Like, right, if you're Kermit, you just lean into it and you just be an idiot.
Yeah. I'd rather have Triumph than Kermit at that point.
I guarantee you Triumph has done a graduation.
I bet he hasn't.
I don't know how high I'll ever get on the sphere of anything. I think giving a commencement speech, if I was able to give a commencement speech, even if it's at like my son's middle school, I think that would be freaking awesome. And I think
you could probably make it happen at daycare. Well, maybe not because he bites, but like other places.
Oh, I'm going nuts for his birthday this year. Like we're gonna have a great time.
You say so.
So yeah, that is on my list. And again, it's the simple. I think Kermit giving the speech is cool, but if you are one of the graduates sitting there, you're looking at two assholes giving a speech like, hey, right, my cousin.
They can't even see the crowd. They'll just undo the thing.
No, it'll be in where the Terps play in the basketball. I don't know what they call it
They
anymore.
can't see the crowd. They're under the podium.
Right, but people can see them.
Right, but they can't see who they're talking to. That's gonna be weird as fuck.
I don't think they care that much. If anything, it's easier to give a speech where you're not looking at people. That's like I saw an interview recently.
Not when you're at a podium crouched with another man next to you.
They're used to this. This is what they do. But I saw a comedian recently who was talking about when they perform, how they don't look at any of the audience's eyes. They look over the crowd. I've been told by many. I make great eye contact. That's always been my thing.
I bet you have. So you like Drew Barrymore, don't you?
No.
She
annoys the piss out of me, actually.
I know.
Okay.
But she might like you. Drew Barrymore says Mr. Clean makes her uncomfortable because he's so sexual. He's pumped and ready for action. What?
Because I'm a germaphobe?
Or you're bald, or you're down a couple pounds. Yeah. He's so sexual, apparently. She's 50. She looks all right.
Does she really?
Because there she is wearing a tie. Ew.
Have you ever watched her show?
No, I have a job.
I loved every movie that you were in. She's unbearable.
I have a real job. I have never watched her show.
Oh, me neither.
He has white eyebrows. He is sort of shredded.
And
he's definitely got a white bush. Yeah. For days. That's where he's got all of his hair. So there's this. God. Woman catches coworker allegedly spiking Coca-Cola can on spy cam. She was always found nasty stuff in her soda at work, but I don't know why she's constantly leaving them, alone.
Open in the fridge.
So
and then they go.
No, just like on the desk. He's putting Gorilla Glue in it. A coworker putting Gorilla Glue in it, and you'd never in a million years guess what he looks like. Look at that guy. He's definitely guilty. Like, this is not an adolescence thing where he might or may not be. Gorilla Glue looks like that guy.
I just assume nowadays at work.
No reason was given why he's doing this.
Oh, because he's probably a real winner. I guarantee you. Yeah. He has tried so hard with her, and she has gone for every person in the office, maybe Triumph the dog, and wants nothing to do with this guy. It is literally desperation. Like, there's cameras everywhere these days. Yeah. I won't even scratch my ass at a patient's home. Like, no way.
Everyone's recording everything.
Everything.
So now back to airplanes, because you asked. Plane passenger behind me did something creepy while I slept. It was deeply disturbing. They did her hair.
Like what? Straight up?
Braided it. Yeah. Danielle showed a picture of her tight mystery braid on the back of her head. Ugh.
Was this a thank you or a what the hell did you do situation?
Both. You did a good job. And the winner, also in the airplane variety, perv passenger next to female CEO masturbated for an hour.
I saw that.
First class flight. Good for him for lasting that long.
An hour?
I mean, by the way, no one's hitting the ding, 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 ding. We got a situation here, or like give this guy a free something. An hour, give him some wings. Like a celebration.
Somebody help him out. Help him out. Get this over with.
I mean, exactly. Just like take your hand and make this thing happen at a certain point. Which is all right.
Jeez.
Hour. Like that's good stuff. I don't know a picture of him, but I bet he looked just like the glue guy. That's the stuff.
Hey, Zach, what you watching?
So we finished Adolescence, 4 episodes. It was good. Al Capone is very good in it, or whatever his real name is.
I also call him Al Capone. And he's from Snatch too, but I don't know.
He's in a bunch of things. He's Al Capone.
He's Al Capone.
He's good. The show, you're right. The first episode was terrific. I liked the one with the therapist.
Yeah, 3.
I thought the end was. I thought the last one was just weird. Like, okay, he did it. They just life moves on. Like, I think I need 4 more of them. Like, just get me in there. I thought a trial was going to happen. I thought there was none of it.
When did you know that he did it and it didn't matter anymore? Like, end of episode 1?
He's fucking guilty. Look at this tool. When they get the knife. Well, like, yeah.
Oh, it wasn't even the video? Because
The video, he killed her. But like,
even episode 3, I kind of was like, well, maybe he was schizophrenic, maybe. But then when he goes, well, you just want to know what I did, what I made. I'm like, oh, Jesus, it's over.
What a dick. Didn't even want her pickle sandwich. That sounds delicious.
Ew, really?
Whatever.
My niece does pickled sandwiches.
I've never had a pickled sandwich. Just pickles and bread? That's the sandwich?
She does. When she came to visit, what do you want for lunch?
By the way, sneaky cute.
My niece?
No, the therapist.
Yeah, she's from something. She's in another 1,000 Blows or something. She's in another thing.
I didn't get any of them.
No, but
Not your niece.
My niece came to visit, and she got a turkey.
Which is like you.
She was stuck. It was like on the way to a cruise.
Yeah, naturally.
Turkey, bacon, tomato, pickles, and ranch sandwich. She ate half of it, left the other half, and she said, "You guys can eat the other half." I said, "It's going in the trash. you can take this, give it to somebody. I'm not touching the sandwich."
It's pretty good. Oh, so we started yesterday. Oh, fuck yourself. We started the studio. Yeah, huh? We watched 1.
I watched 2. That's my what you're watching.
So fuck off then. I thought it was excellent.
Oh my god, it is getting critical acclaim. It's unbearable.
I thought the first one was excellent. Good laughs. I like all the characters. Cranston's top notch.
Well, Cranston is very, very good.
He's top notch.
Seth Rogen can't act. He just plays himself in every.
Baron Holtz, because it can't miss for me.
Okay.
That guy is just hitting dingers.
Baron Holtz is very good. This show is meant for Hollywood.
Oh, and Catherine Hahn is good and everything too.
She's gotten way hotter over the years, right?
Yeah, the Gucci hat, like the Jerry Rice jersey she's wearing is incredible.
When they bring in what's her face from Schitt's Creek, from Home Alone, Catherine O'Hara.
Yeah.
Zach, this show is like, you work in Hollywood and it's a lot of inside jokes. It's unbearable.
I liked all of them. Scorsese, Buscemi, it was all good.
I hope
I only watched 1.
Did you like the Oneers from Adolescence? Because episode 2 is a meta Oneer, is what it is.
Is a what?
It's a Oneer.
It's a Oneer.
One shot.
Oh.
It's called Oneer. The name of the. Do you not look at names of episodes when you watch a show?
Oh, it's this one.
Oh.
No, the one with that thing. Friends had it perfectly.
That is very true. Studio's Mine. This might be the first show in a very long time that everybody loves, and I can't get through. We sit there, and the whole time I'm going like, I'm not even hate watching. I'm just hating it. I really do.
Oh, I'm laughing the whole time.
Okay.
Cranston kills me.
Okay.
Kills me. When he does comedy, it can't miss. Seinfeld, he was good in How I Met Your Mother. The Pete Rose Ball.
All right. I got a couple quick segments I want to get through before we get through this. So I thought of another really good fantasy team name that I didn't get to last week. Basically just trying to one-up Chicago Seth, who always goes with the Jewish. His Jewish name is Shohei Shalom Bimromav, which like
excellent.
Okay. Anyway, Mark Kanahara.
Excellent.
That's my name. That's all I got.
That's better than his.
Kanahara. That's all I'm trying to do. All right. I used to love this fantasy football podcast. It's this guy, Jeff Radcliffe, really, really smart, really fun. He's now on Sirius.
Tito Bat Mitzvah?
You can sign up for whatever per month. I'm not. It's just not happening. But whenever he used to talk like halfway through the season about like waiver wires, he'd always go like, guys, you can cut. He'd go, he gone. Like, he gone. Just anyway, I also might want to turn this into they gone anytime somebody dies. But my nephew sent me today a list of all the chain food restaurants that are struggling and probably won't make it through 25. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 restaurants. There was more in this video of they gonna be gone. I want you to give me like the top 3. Oh my God, seriously, they're going out of business and there's not going to happen anymore. Ready? I'm going to bang through them. Denny's, Red Robin, On the Border.
Never heard of it.
Hooters,
yeah,
Fuddruckers, Boston Market, TGI Fridays, Ruby Tuesday, Outback, Red Lobster, and Domino's. What are your
Domino's really?
Like they're closing stores rapidly. Again,
I mean, Denny's is an institution. Now, I mean, they're all fairly. I don't really know what On the Border is. I think it might be Mexico.
It's a corporate chain Mexican place. They do like big margaritas. It's fine.
If you asked me to give you 3, I'd say Domino's is a shocker. Denny's because it's just been for so long.
I'm saying like something you'd be like, oh my God,
yeah.
Oh, my pearls.
Oh, my pearls. Domino's. I couldn't believe it.
I love
it's
Domino's.
Big. It's its own entity. Yeah, it's not bad. Denny's, I'm stunned, and the rest I don't really care. Boston Market was around for a while, and they had a million things. It was sort of like not a restaurant, but when you needed chicken that was going to be serviceable, it was always there.
Well, Costco's killed them because you can go to Costco for $5 and get a whole chicken, and you can get the sides and everything. But yeah, for me, obviously, it's Hooters because I spend so time.
Right.
I think there's nothing cheesier than when people used to travel and get a orange shirt that said Hooters with Hooters Palm Beach, Hooters Las. So stupid. Now that it's going out of business, I may go buy merch.
Why aren't we opening up Chi-Chi's?
Chi-Chi's. They have them. Yeah, they have them. All right.
Do? Wait, that's a restaurant? Chi-Chi's with tits?
Yeah, like the salsa at the store that's Chi-Chi's? That's from the restaurant. Yes, I've been.
What about me Chi-Chi's?
Me Chi-Chi's. They have
but they've all got to have like the little
All right. Daycare.
Oh.
This is just a Milo segment. Nothing actually happened at daycare.
Okay.
He's done the cutest thing. He's now starting to count. For a kid that's not even 2, it's pretty good. Here's something I didn't know.
Sure.
Numbers 1
Asians love numbers. You know that, right?
Quarter Asian. He quarter loves numbers. 1 through 10 are all 1 syllables, except 7. Do the math in your head. 7. Well, Milo only knows 1 other word that's 2 syllables. So he counts. It's not great, but it's 1,
The N-word?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, dada, 8, 9, 10. And you're like, he literally counts dada for 7. But still in my heart, oh fair maiden. Like it's the best thing ever.
Costanza.
And
Evan.
This one I cannot believe. Somebody blew my mind today. You know there's new math. Zoe has to do new math.
It's ridiculous.
Right?
Old math was so much better. It's more efficient. It got to the answer.
There's a million videos online of a parent doing 23 times 27, and they do the thing, and the kid's doing new math, and the parent goes, I have the answer right here. He goes like, no, hold on. So you put the 7, you put the no, I have it. It's right here. It's like, no, Dad, I'm doing it. Cool. Did you know there's a new alphabet song?
Fuck off.
Well, they were getting a lot of trouble. A lot of kids were having difficulty with LMNOP. So now when you get to like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, and then it keeps going. Yeah. At the end of it, it's now you know the alphabet. You won't forget.
That's Gamora.
I heard this today. I couldn't believe it. Not from my son's school, from a patient that told me this is the new thing, and I looked it up, and it's true.
Oh, they're all learning that? He's going to have to learn this shit?
I'm also going to have to learn it. He'll learn it quite easily.
He's not going to because the Department of Ed has minutes to live. Guess who else is dying with Chi-Chi's? Yeah. Oh, did you see the hearing with Linda McMahon and Triple H is sitting behind her? It is unbelievable. The theater. I'm aware, but like this is government. He's there.
Good for him. I'll believe anything these days.
It's incredible.
That was
that. I got my office bought Newsmax like at $12, and in 2 days it's at like $200. The guy's just like watching his money just go crazy.
Good for him.
Good for him is right. Where's my tip? You didn't tell me anything.
My Hippanonymous of the week. I think this is really racist.
Cool.
I have a patient I've worked with in the past. She's a lovely woman from India. I can't tell you her name, but what I can tell you is that she has an unhyphenated name that is 26 letters long.
Get the fuck out of here.
At what point, like, can we just legally abbreviate? Because I had to call the doctor and say...
Like pie? Just like the first 3 letters?
Zach, it's 13 letters for each of her first and last name. And I call the doctors, hi, this is Alan, da-da-da. Patient... Hold on, bear with me now. The lady on the other line is dying laughing as I'm struggling with this name. First and last. It was not like Smitherson. It was
Smear not gonna work here anymore.
But I think people like. I'm not saying get out of my country, and I'm not saying build a wall. What I am saying is, when you're in my country, you learn my language, and like, can we just get
easy there, Bobert?
Give me a real number of letters you should be able to have in your first and last name. Like, keep in mind, you and I are like 10 and 11. It's nothing.
Yeah. 9. If you know, Zachary is longer, but I would say under 15
for first and last. 20,
we knew like we're giving Zoe a long middle name, so we intentionally get the short, just terse.
What is her middle name? Actually, I don't know.
Jacqueline with the whole CQU, the whole longy one.
that's very
What's Milo's? Let's hear this masterpiece.
Happy Asher. It's a happy.
Happy?
It's Asher.
Oh, Happy.
Do you not know the story why we named him Asher?
No, I'm good.
Okay, Afangul.
All right, tell it.
Pete,
She's not gonna
of
tell
the
it.
week. I have 13 candidates. Let's get through these. Candidate number 1 was my Kermit. I never thought I'd put University of Maryland, but again, I just want to see the kids' faces. I don't even want to see Kermit when they're looking at like a person doing one of these. Like,
I gotta tell you, I think they'd be more impressed with the guy who jacked off for an hour on a flight.
And that reminds
In first class, mind you. You could be like me, kids.
Kids never give up, no matter how hard things get. You finish what you start.
Incredible.
You could write a whole commencement speech on how this guy was dedicated, masturbated, and everything else he wanted to be educated.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We didn't talk about White Lotus. You caught up? You good? Yeah, ish.
Good.
Did you hear that Duke is losing their bananas because of Jason Isaacs and the gun and the killing and the? I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Granted, I'm a Maryland fan.
I mean, they didn't have a problem with the lacrosse team. This is what's getting their panties in a bunch.
They were so innocent.
I know.
About the Duke lacrosse.
What about the Duke porn star?
Yeah,
she's not innocent at all.
I think Bella Knox. I think that's her name or something. But like she's
or something. Oh yeah, sure. You got a poster of her next to you, signed.
So, do you have a problem with this? You're there. Nobody would ever claim to be from UMass, but if UMass got a bad name or there was, if anything, no such thing as bad press.
I would love it.
Right?
Like you got UMass. The guy went there.
Okay.
Yeah, I would love it. A bunch of pansies, snowflakes.
I couldn't give her a whole episode, and I couldn't even put her as my number.
By the way, if he had a UNC shirt, Duke would be rock hard for this thing.
Oh, you could
because frick them. So
exactly,
they eat a bag of dicks.
My sister thinks she's cracked the code of K for P food.
She's cracked the code?
My sister thinks she's cracked the code for K for P food.
Yeah.
On the phone this morning, she
Do
goes,
we need to explain what K for P is for the Goyim?
No, because if I post this, I'll just tag it Passover. Who cares?
Okay.
Well, we're on the phone this morning, and she says, I went to the supermarket, and all the food that's marked kosher for Passover, it's like 3 times the price. Now, you can't have Passover food with flour. Gluten-free food doesn't have flour. So I went to the gluten-free aisle, and I got that food, which was discounted because nobody's buying. I don't understand why I can't just buy gluten-free stuff. And I said, wow, that's actually pretty genius. So I do a quick Google, and it turns out, no, that's not how it works. Gluten-free still has oats and different things that you're not allowed to have, grains, on Passover.
Chametz or whatever.
I can't believe that my genius sister, after all these years, was just like, I think I know how to save money on Passover.
Well, she is being quite a thrifty J, saving money. She clips coupons, doesn't she?
Next candidate.
That's a yes.
All right.
12 cents off orange juice.
You know how
Minute Maid.
You and I say that we could be managers of a baseball team. And
easily.
Of course, well, no, but people clap back. They go, no, you don't understand this and that. Okay. Bailey Ober. He had his first outing this past year. Now, if you know anything about him, he pitches for the Twins. He had a horrendous opening day last year and then pitched like under 3 ERA the rest of the season or something silly. This year, puking and sleeping all day. The manager still throws him out there. He gets absolutely destroyed.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't claim to be an expert baseball guy, but if my starting pitcher has his head in the toilet for most of the day, why don't we give him a blow? How about that?
Give him a day off. Give him a rest. Available in emergency if needed.
Tell me where I'm crazy here. Like, I hear this, it's like
insane.
It's insane.
Yeah, if he's sick, he's sick. He's at work. If you're sick at work, you don't show up to work. It's not rocket science.
Well, another baseball manager, everybody missed this one. Seth Brown, who's my favorite Seth, he plays for the Oakland A's, had a 5-ball walk the other day. Everybody missed it. 5 balls.
I'll give him 5 balls. Wait, we need robot umps now.
Nobody. No, I don't know about you, but when I'm playing softball, like, dude, that count is sitting in my mind. Let alone
you have the little clicker thing like in the old days. It's not hard.
Keeping it with baseball for
500.
500.
I don't want to like censor. I want an actual. I want that thing from iRobot that when it gets all pissed, it turns red. That's my with the little hat and the pad. That's what I want.
It turns it around. You are wrong. You are wrong.
Unbelievable.
I just picture Earl Weaver just going at it.
Oh, yeah. Sweet Lou. Pushing it over. Kicking the dirt at the robot.
Another baseball thing that came out. This one's actually a little controversial, but Tanner Bybee missed his first start.
I thought it was Bibby. Bybee?
It's
Bybee.
I know the name. Tanner Bybee missed his first start with the Indians the other day because of gastroenteritis. 1 year ago, he posted online how his pregame meal is Chipotle. He since has come out and said the Chipotle is not what made him so sick. Okay, I'll take you at your word. Have you ever had Chipotle and wanted to do anything athletic afterwards?
No, but I've always had gastroenteritis whatever after Chipotle. Seconds, not minutes.
Name this 90s celebrity star. Michael Bauer.
I don't know.
Otherwise known as Donkey Lips.
Yes.
Online the other day had a video that went viral. If he's not 600 pounds, he's a big boy. He is out there saying how he's poor, he's in bad shape, he doesn't have the money to do anything. He really wished that it was really kind of a heartfelt video.
He needs to be doing porn. If Donkey Lips is doing it, if Screech can do it, he can do it. And you know what? We both watch because we're degenerates.
Specifically says, I can't afford DDP yoga. What's DDP yoga, Zach?
Gotta be Diamond Dallas Page.
It is. He has his own form of yoga. He has a whole
fucking ridiculous.
He has his own DVD collection, which I have downloaded and paid for. You missed the wink, but there was one in there. Oh, yeah. I was curious what it was. I thought maybe I could use it. It's nothing special. Donkey Lips wants to do DDP yoga, but can't afford it. So I do a quick lookup. DDP yoga is something like $100 a month or a 7-day free trial. Now I don't know what the real problem is. So that was my comment, was like, dude, clearly you can do the free trial. But you're telling me...
You commented Donkey Lips?
It gets better.
Yeah.
I comment that. Moreover, do a GoFundMe for $1. I would throw him $1. Like $1.
Yeah,
he get 124 people. Now I just feel bad for him. So I slide into his DMs with a, hey, heard what's going on, feel bad. I'm a licensed doctor of physical therapy. I'm willing to help you, give you some pointers, whatever you need. This is all going towards. And next Tuesday on Boosh Your Daddy, dude, Zach, you blow me if Donkey Lips goes on this podcast, right?
Maybe, but I will also give him $100 to come on.
You know, on Instagram, when you send somebody a message, when they look at it, it says seen. When they don't respond, you are left on red.
He was on red. He didn't respond.
He looked at it. But by the way, how many Instagram followers do you think he has?
150,000.
4,000.
Okay, that's amazing.
I really thought we had a chance. 4,000. I was like, legitimately.
I lower my thing to $50 if he comes on. But I will. If you can get him on, I will pay him $50, and there will be a lot of this thing just fell apart. Oh.
I feel bad, but also it was a little selfish. All I know is like my time is worth $130. Like I would gladly.
He's also one of the great names of all time, Donkey Lips. Just...
Anytime you have a nickname, like
to know that.
Yeah.
I don't even remember the other candidates. There's no way this is losing. We keep going.
All right, I got way more.
Oh God!
I go to ShopRite the other day. Everything's on sale. They had bulk, because you know ShopRite now they're trying to compete with the big like Costco stores, so they do bulk stuff. And I was looking at the blueberry waffles, right? And it was, I forget the deal. It was a box of 40 for 2 of them for $12.50. So I was like, well, that's a lot. We don't have the space. Julie's going to kill me. Cool. You know what? I don't care. It's a great deal. Then I keep walking around and they have the smaller boxes of 10, 3 for $5. So I quickly do it's cheaper to get even though they're both on sale, it was cheaper to get the smaller version of the waffles, which made me go like, all right, I put the big one back. I got the 3 small boxes. I keep going throughout the store. I wanted some popcorn. Same thing. 2 boxes of 3 were $3. 1 box of 6 was $5 or something. In my head, I'm going like, it's still... I'm probably messing the math up just quickly right here.
I know what you're saying. It's cheaper if you just load up on the littles.
Well, okay, that makes no sense. Are people that stupid?
Yeah. This reporter says yes. America's getting dumber.
I can do the math, and I had to check my math like multiple times because I just couldn't get over that they're both on sale, but the smaller version is still a better bang for your buck.
Uh-huh. You know who can't afford that? Donkey Lips.
You're never going to hear the end of that. All right. I think this one could win on any other day. This is fantastic. My son loves this version of kids singing online. It's called Super Simple Songs. There's a girl who sings, and then there are a bunch of they animate it. So it's all cartoons that do it. Milo loves it. It starts off with this ding 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 ding. He can be doing anything. He hears the xylophone. He will drop what he's doing and run towards the TV. Well,
It's crack.
they also have one where it's the actual woman singer, and they have her singing with kids and with the doing. Well, they have one the other day. I forget the song, but it was all about like standing up and jumping and running, whatever. And they have 5 kids standing next to her. 2 of them were very normal children. One was special needs. One was standing with the Canadian crutches, not doing great. And one was flat out in a wheelchair. And they're like, and now we jump. And the little girl's just like,
Oh my God.
Like, even Julia was just like, what the hell are they doing with the casting on this show? A song about jumping. Like, it was bad. It was really, that made me think like, this is
It's just too much.
I'm
woke.
very, very happy that this little girl is getting this opportunity, but that didn't make any sense to me.
She should be doing Wheels on the Bus or something. Like,
She has 2 of them, 4 of them even.
exactly. 2 of those get together and call it a day.
There's a story about a barber in Pennsylvania it's a really good, heartwarming story.
Did he have monkeys?
He is giving little kids who come in and read during their haircut $3 if they read during the haircut. Is this the worst business model in the history of cutting hair? Because you're either charging an extra $3 or this guy will be out of business eminently.
I don't like it. What do you read? Just anything you want? Just like,
It's the idea is like he's promoting reading and the kids are reading, so it helps him with his haircuts. I assume the book is littered in hair, which just has lice everywhere. But yeah.
Oh, he provided the book? I thought you bring your own book.
I didn't look that far into it. It just seems that the price of a haircut's going up or this guy will go out of business.
Yeah.
Stay with me. We're almost there, buddy.
I got you.
All right. I fell behind on some news. This is an old story. I don't care. Do you know that John Hamm...
Did we defeat Truman?
John Hamm is a diehard Kansas City Chiefs fan. Did you know this?
I did, actually. And Eric Stone Street and Heidi Gardner.
And Paul Rudd. Great. Super.
He's okay.
John Hamm, born and raised in St. Louis, Missouri, was a St. Louis Rams fan until they moved.
Don't like it.
I'll help you with the math. Born in 71, Rams left in 2015.
Shouldn't he be a Cardinals fan?
I don't know. I'm telling you.
St. Louis Cardinals were there before. They went to Arizona.
I'm just telling you. Maybe he switched from Cardinals to Rams. But, Zach, you're 43 turning 44. No? 45 going 45? Okay, cool.
44 turning 40.
All right.
44.
Right now.
Yeah.
He was 44 years old when he switched his allegiance to one of the up-and-coming new teams at the time.
If the Jets ever left, I'd be thrilled. But no, you can't change.
Really? See, I've said this to people, and they do not believe me. I'm a diehard Washington Capitals fan. If Baltimore got a hockey team and they wore all the Maryland flag clouds awry, do you know which team I'd root for?
You'd still be rock hard for that thing.
No, for the Caps, no chance.
Yeah.
I had a page the other day goes, so like, I know you're an Orioles fan, but how about the Nationals? I said they can die. I don't care. Not even a little bit.
What if the Caps move away?
I probably follow the Caps, probably.
And then the Orioles get the Hazarai.
Wait, no, not the Orioles.
No, then fine. Then Baltimore gets the Hazarai.
No, I'm there. If Caps
the Caps move to Quebec. None of you, this is nonsense.
I think I either stop caring and just follow like I do in basketball, like I just kind of follow players. But no, it wouldn't do it for me. I would not. All right, elements. Let's do it.
Homunculus is not an element.
76-year-old man hospitalized for putting 40 Zins in his butthole and foreskin.
Oh!
Zach, what's a Zin?
Those little pouches. The guy next to me pops them constantly. You know what he also did? Made a fortune today. So
I looked it up. A tin is 15. The guy opened.
He knows how to find them for like 12. He's got a guy.
3 tins, and he was just sticking them everywhere.
They apparently give you a rush, man. This guy's just at his desk, he's popping them like you would not believe.
No, it also was rushed. This guy to the emergency room because 40 Zins up his ass.
Send me that article, please, because I have to send it to somebody. I need that.
Silver, bride-to-be, knocked out, sent to the hospital on her bachelorette party in Dallas. This woman, weeks before her wedding, just went absolutely bananas. You should see the picture. She is destroyed across her face, black eye. One, having a bachelor party 3 weeks before your wedding, you're an idiot. And if you do it, I'll just tell you, somebody you may know and love who may or may not have eaten a rat in his life had a bachelor party 2 or 3 weeks before his wedding. We played basketball. He sat and watched everybody. He's like,
Yeah.
I can't risk having
Pussy.
any injury. which
By the way, that's why movies like The Hangover. Who the hell has it the day before the wedding? Like, what are you doing? It's not going to happen.
If something really bad happened at my bachelor party, I could have torn a patellar tendon and still walk down my aisle just fine. Not even a problem.
I could barely walk during your bachelor party. It was not good, man. You got to respect dodgeball.
Bookending these Pishadoo candidates, this story really drives me absolutely bananas. Maryland coach Kevin Willard, whoever the fuck he is, the night before the tournament, there was a team dinner. And this guy who has been destroying the AD and everything, he more or less was guaranteed to leave the team.
Yeah.
Didn't show up to a team dinner the night before. I couldn't do it. I wanted to put my mortgage on Florida. For last week's game, there was no chance this team was winning with a coach who didn't even have 1 foot out the door, but 2. And then I think it was 2 days after the loss, has taken the Villanova job.
Yeah, I would be hesitant to hire him because of shit like that.
Because Villanova is not the top of the mountain, my friend. It is a nice program. Villanova is a very good bet. Duke job opens up and they call him.
Go on.
Bye.
But like, Villanova was Jay Wright. I cannot believe he's not coaching somewhere else. UMass should just throw him all the money.
No, wait. He didn't get fired. He said he doesn't want to coach anymore.
Right. I cannot believe he's not coaching. The guy is...
He's young. He doesn't want to.
He should.
He won a couple championships and he said,
I know. It's a travesty. It's like when Carroll retired, too. Just do that. Just to hang on set with those idiots. He should be coaching.
Kermit the Frog giving a commencement speech at Maryland Duke lawsuit for the White Lotus. My sister cracks the code for K for P, gluten-free. Bailey Ober sleeping and puking all day, still got the nod. Also, the Seth Brown takes 5 balls and gets a walk. Tanner Bybee preaching how Chipotle is good before a meal. Also got gastroenteritis, says it wasn't the Chipotle. Michael Bauer, Donkey Lips, can't afford $124 for DDP yoga or the 7-day free trial. Bulk supermarket.
Or you.
free advice from the best physical therapist in New Jersey, and he won't listen to me.
Where does he live?
I don't think that's public knowledge. I could look.
Okay.
Bulk food at the grocery store, not discounted. Super simple songs, having this little poor girl pretend to jump while she's in a wheelchair. Penn Barber, $3 given to kids, not a good business model. John Hamm switches his allegiances at age 44 as a football fan. 76-year-old man hospitalized because he had 40 zins in his foreskin and butthole. Bride-to-be knocked out in Dallas. And the Maryland coach, the night before the Sweet 16 game, not showing up to a team dinner.
It's probably as far as like just being, or whoever put that poor girl in a wheelchair for like might as well jump or whatever the song is. But it's absolutely Donkey Lips. Just no world where it's not Donkey Lips. The guy is just a mess right now. And $43 to come on this show and talk to us a little bit.
Still has the list too. Sounds identical. And you know what the worst part of what he does? This is really, I feel bad making fun of him. The least flattering angle a man can ever have during a FaceTime is laying down and doing the like this. So he's just like blobbing into it and just sinking. And it's so hard to watch. Ugh. But he still sounds the same about everything. So
this thing just came apart. So good.
Boozer Daddy, the podcast. Thanks for listening to tonight's episode. We had fun. We're going to keep doing this. Zach, back on the market. Sydney Sweeney dumps her fiance.
Yeah. She's just
now
knockout.
I don't know what the natural hair color she has, top or bottom, but
yeah, she's good.
9 or a 10.
She's 10. Heavy 10. Naturals.
10.
Yeah.
We out.
Absolute 10. Get her on the show with